busy with the work and family, but of course your presence here means a lot to me, and all of you are actually dear friends. So thank you all so much. And first of all, most of all, thank you to Preston and Roger Brooks, who actually made this dream a reality. I mean, without them, I could not have done it. And they helped me at each and every step in writing down the book, like gathering my ideas on at every front, like, especially like Preston helped me a lot in picking up the title, marketing the book in the right way. And you all seen it, it came out really a success and beyond my expectation. So thank you so very much for mentoring me and for helping me write this book and make it a success. And Preston, you can share some views, and because you have been one of the most important person in in making this a success. So please share some.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me here today. And it's been a pleasure and an honor to work with you through this process, and for you to trust me to work with you through this process. But for me, the power of sharing your story is what it's about. Our stories as people, our stories together as humanities are so important. And putting that down and writing it in a book is literally what has created society today. The books have shaped the future, the world that we live in today. And so books are really important to me. Books are really important to me because our ideas are important. And if our ideas aren't shared, then we're not progressing as a society. We're not progressing as a world. And so that's my mission and my vision, to help people to write books, because I think it's the collective ideas of thought that come together that change the world and make it a better place. And your book's amazing, and you are amazing, Ambreen. You're an amazing example for people. You're an amazing example for women. You're an amazing example for so many different things. And you're an incredible thought leader on top of it. And then on top of all this too, not only do I kind of help people write their books, I build companies, but I have a training called the Formula EQ Academy myself. And so your ideas around thought and thinking and recreating thought, helping people to understand what thought is and what their potential is and what they can do with it is amazing. And so I absolutely love that. And so I'm honored to be a part of this and to be able to be with you and support you to be the vehicle to share this amazing information with the world and be a person who is a change maker. You are a person who's out there making a difference in the world, and you are literally writing the future of society, because everyone, I have people come to me and they say, should I write my book or should I share my book, or does it matter? Who's going to care about who I am as a person? And so my business partner is a guy named Mark Victor Hansen. Mark wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul books, 1 Minute Millionaire, Aladdin Factor. He sold over 500 million books. He started out as the son of a Danish immigrant worker who was illiterate and came from nothing. And he wanted to share his story. And he shared his story and changed the course of the world because he's impacted millions and millions of people. And so we all have a story. We all will reach people differently. I'll reach people differently than you will. And your story will connect with people differently than mine will. And so that's why it's so important for, I think, everyone to share their story, for everyone to be an advocate of thought, everyone to be a sharer of their knowledge and their wisdom and their good. And so, Ambreen, you have been an example of this, and it's super awesome. And I love it. I congratulate you. I celebrate you. You did it. Not only you did it, but you did it with finesse, and you did it with amazing skill, and you put out a product that is going to change people's lives. And so thank you. And thank you for having me. And, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so very much. I mean, it really means a lot to me. And actually, I would just say that, my journey, when I started 2 years ago, I was sharing like my ideas with the people who were maybe not the right ones. But the thing is that only thing is that you need to be dedicated to your goal, and you should not leave that goal just because people don't believe in it. So that's one thing. I'll keep on continuing, but let's welcome people and introduce and give them chance to speak. First of all, I'll also introduce Andrea. Andrea is a host of the this event, and she is an amazing person. And she is for the third time, she will be organizing the global summit. And she did it all alone, single-handedly, managing like more than 200 people or 200 speakers across the globe. So she is an inspiration, and she's doing an amazing job. So thank you for helping me arranging this event. And Hanane, you are an amazing person. Again, I would just say thank you so much for joining. And I remember you were one of the few ones with whom I shared the idea of the book, and then you gave such a wonderful review as well. So all the time, my ideas and resonate so well. So thank you so much. Maybe you can also share some views on the book and our throughout our journey. So please share some views.
Yeah, well, I am really happy to contribute and to participate somehow. I mean, just by my feedback, I'm very happy to give that feedback. Anyway, you deserve it. This is not something that I just, I don't do like that. I really believe that the book can provide an added value to anyone who would like to evolve as a human being and to achieve their goals. Yeah, I mean, I always loved your content before reading the book, and I love the energy behind, because I am there also. Maybe I can relate to what you are writing in many ways. That's why really it's resonated with me, and I wish you all the best luck in the coming endeavors. Keep going.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Lameen, it's one of my favorite content creators on the LinkedIn. I remember that, we get to connect on the LinkedIn through some posts, and then of course through the weekly campaigns. And he is actually a Nobel Peace winner. So it's like his content, his thoughts are always different and very thought-provoking. So, and he's also among the very few ones with whom I shared this concept and of the book, and he gave such a wonderful review. So maybe you can also share some thoughts on the process and everything. So, yeah. Over to you, Lameen.
Thanks for your nice words. Yeah, I think yes, we connected through LinkedIn almost a couple of years ago now, and I always looked forward to reading your content. And I think we exchanged a few times where we started talking about this concept of, even Napoleon Hill's famous book, Think and Grow Rich, the psychology behind it, for example, and how we can kind of employ, because we obviously share faith as well. So sometimes it's that concept of, what can I do? When should I exert effort? When should I not exert effort? My dad always used to say, God only helps those who help themselves. Yeah. So yes, you can have a goal in life, but should you just sit down and just wait for something to happen? I mean, if you look at the concept from a spiritual angle, like God being director of life, but then you're called to play a particular role, and you're going to read your script and memorize the script, or you're going to say, I'm just going to read the script. And I think going back to what you mentioned in the last week of the success of your book, you took that step, you moved forward. If someone had said to you, your book's going to be an Amazon bestseller in the first week, you'd have probably said, I don't think that's going to happen. but it's just, you know, it's one of the parts of the algorithms of life where you take a step forward and you never know what's going to happen. And just as Preston mentioned, you're sharing your views with the world, and then it kind of like the doors begin to open. So I'm wishing you continued success, that you get out to a lot of people, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And I'm quite traditional, so I prefer to have a hand signed copy, well, a signed copy by yourself shipped to me.
Definitely I'll do that. And you know what, I haven't received the book yet. So it's still, I ordered the book and it's still somewhere in Riyadh or something. They said that they're going to deliver maybe tomorrow or day after, so I'm still waiting. I haven't actually had the feeling of holding my book in my hand to see it physically. So yeah, but as soon as I'll definitely mail my signed copy to you and to many other people who have requested me. So thank you so much for your kind word. And by the way, he's also another, I think you're on the way to win another Nobel Peace Prize, as you with your concept of your 100 Ideas Cafe. And it's a brilliant idea. It's like the way he's just done it, and it's amazing. So yeah. All the best to you, like 100 Idea Cafes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Patrick, maybe you can turn on the camera so we can see each other.
Yes, I am here.
Thank you for joining, Patrick. Thank you so much. And it's an honor to have you. And he's also one of, I think it's been a year that we're connected. And and you're basically, your thoughts about spirituality and consciousness and everything is so deep, and I always resonate with this idea. So like it's amazing, like especially your content and the way you speak, is your heart sync mission or something. It's really amazing. Maybe you can share something about your mission and your consciousness journey here.
Yeah, as you said, you know, for me too, the deep connection, profound connection that we had for about a year now through Inspire's World, and the content that we both share is really beautiful. Yeah, where do I come from? I come possibly from consciousness, and the consciousness architecture is in a way a vehicle that allows us to connect to our human expression, but also the expression of the soul. The intuition as is so important for you and for me. And the intuition maybe is also symbolic for spirituality, because the intuition definitely goes beyond the mind and it goes through the heart. And I feel this is where we're also connecting very beautifully. So my mission is also to bring those keys to the world, like you have done with your algorithms. My book is written, but it's not published yet. First book, I'm already having more in mind. But anyway, it's about finding those keys for people. And again, I feel we have a lot of similarities. It's not like your algorithms don't tell people what to do. They give them opportunities to open the door and figure out how they can do it. And this is, I have started reading your book, of course, because I have the e-version, so I don't have to wait. And I really wanted to, I love the whole way you relate to Hermes, because of course I have that mystic spiritual side of it. And it's for me equally important. Yeah. And this is my mission in a way, that we all learn to rise our consciousness for a new humanity, for a new world through consciousness. And so being connected with you, reading your book, seeing how well you're doing is just amazing for me. And this year of, being friends, really, Ambryn, has been very precious to me. And being part of your journey, getting that book out and being part of understanding where you come from. You know, I mean, we have shared this before, your father being very, very intuitive, and the palmistry and the astrology and all of that. That really resonates with me, and where you have taken it in the book. So I feel our missions are very aligned.
Yeah.
And so it's so beautiful for me that you have really made that step to publish that book and to take that out. Thank you so much for having me here today.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And hey, Novnish, thank you so very much. It's good to see you actually after a long, long time. I'm sure you're very busy with your job and everything. And
Yes.
thank you. And people who have not actually maybe Novnish is I would say he's my friend, a mentor, and a very good accountability partner. So thank you for joining us. And he is, I would say, one of the person who's guided me throughout the process. Like, again, whenever I'm stuck, I was stuck at point, I used to just message Novnish that please help me out, and he gave me a good push to go ahead. So maybe you can share some thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Thank you again for inviting me, Ambreen. And yeah, I mean, it's such a pleasure seeing you publish this book and getting so much success out of it. I mean, we've known each other for a couple of years now, maybe even more. I mean, we met through LinkedIn and we met friends of yours, friends of mine through LinkedIn, and somehow we always managed to connect with everyone and with each other, and we were doing some good things together, and that's really what matters. So and this book really, when you even mentioned writing about it, it really resonated with me because, I mean, as you know, I'm a very spiritual person, and it's just in my religion, in my culture. You know, I mean, we've spoken about a lot of things, and this particular aspect of destiny that you talk about, that we do have a choice or we don't have a choice. I mean, we've spent so many hours talking about that, and I mean, even if I look at it now, I mean, we can still talk about hours and hours on it, but it's just how much it touched me and how close it was. And of course, your father with the palmistry and astrology and all of that. I mean, my grandfather, he also is an astrologist, and I mean, I've spoken to you about it as well. So I mean, we also connected on that level as well. And apart from all of that, what really brought us together was marketing and neuroscience, which is very close to psychology, you know, and consumer behavior. So I mean, I know that we're also planning on doing writing a book together. It's I'm sure it's going to be a good success, and we're going to be working so close in the near future. I mean, yeah, I mean, everything, you know, it's a point where everything comes together and starts moving forward in one direction. And you're at such point right now that okay, I mean, you just have to let go everything and then just move forward. Let time push you forward and just go flow through it. So I mean, yeah, thank you very much again for inviting me, and very happy to be among all of these distinguished guests as well. So thanks.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, thank you. I think Roger Brooks joined, and he actually, now I don't see him. Let me see.
Yes, he left the room again, so
maybe
he was
actually
here, but maybe just
traveling.
setting up.
Yeah. So if he joins, so anyways, just if I don't know, like I think, oh yeah, he's joining again. So let him. Okay, thank you so very much, Roger Brooks. I mean, without you, this event was like incomplete, because it's been like more than I think more than 2 years now. I think they've been connected, and with the help of Roger Brooks, only with I could write down. And as I was before starting this event, I was telling Andrea that, you know, every time I actually because a lot of ideas, my concept were not were very new and unique, and I actually asked Roger that should I write about it or not, and you actually give so much encouragement that okay, no, do it, Amreen, do it, and that gives me a lot of courage to actually write down and whatever the ideas that I had in my mind. So thank you so very much for actually helping me write down this book, because for so many years I have had all of these ideas, but I was unable to actually express it. But you were the one who actually helped me write it down. So maybe you can share some views on that. And thank you for joining. I know you're traveling, but thank you so much for joining. I think his internet connection isn't. Oh.
I don't know if you can hear me, guys.
Yeah.
In the great area. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, maybe you can try without the video, because I think the connection is a bit weak. That will help to hear you better.
Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit better, so I think it's still slow.
No, I think it's still unable to join. So
We can wait a little bit and choose someone else, and once he can fix the internet, then maybe we can give the word back to him.
yeah, I think because of the, but anyways, I know he's been traveling, and he actually said that he couldn't join, and I told him that, you know, my event couldn't be actually complete without him. So, but thank you so much for joining. I know that it's very difficult actually to join when they're traveling, internet connection and everything. So maybe we can move to Bill Dolan. I know I inspire, like, I really admire your work, and you post, and especially like the way you shared your journey, especially after some near-death experience. It was quite, I mean, resonate with mine. So thank you for joining, and maybe you can share your journey or your experiences with us today.
Well, just a short version. I pulled over so I could actually talk with you. First, I want to say congratulations, because I do know writing a book is, at least for me, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. And it's pouring out your soul, and it's like a birthday. I'm excited that you were able to get it done. But the second thing is the heart connection I share with you, and that is the passion for purpose. You know, my journey, for those that don't know, really, I come from marketing. I come from television and entertainment, but my life changed when I died. And I had a very profound after-death experience that finally woke me up to what's really important. And at least not being able to say, oh, I know, but to recognize, I think, like all of us, the breakthrough that starts when you say, there's more. And let's begin the journey of discovery. The discovery not only of our world, but the deep dive into who we are. I was telling somebody the other day, it's kind of like getting on scuba gear and diving to the darkest part of the ocean. And it can be both enlightening and exciting and terrifying at the same time. But the willingness to go on that journey, because there's purpose there. There's purpose waiting for you. There's understanding waiting for you. And when you grasp that place that helps you be the best version of you, it positions you to be now use that as a gift to change the world. And that is my sister, my friend. I am such an incredible fan that we share for life, is how can we truly make a dent in the universe that has a lasting impact. And for that reason, I'll stop, because I still have to go back to a client thing, but I just want to say how blessed I am to be your friend, and how excited I am for you, and how excited I am to get the physical copy in my hand. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's an honor to be actually in your network, to have your friendship, and I always get so much encouragement from whenever I speak to you. So thank you so much for being there, and it's a really blessing to have you in the network, to know you basically. and definitely, and I have a lot to learn from you. So
We are friends for life. For life.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so
I'm
much. Thank you.
a jump off. Bye, everybody.
Okay,
Love you, my
bye-bye. Thank
friend.
you so much for joining. Thank you so much. I'm really honored. Okay, bye-bye. So anyways, I think, okay, so I think there is still connectivity issue with the Roger Brooks. So Krista, I know her for like quite long. If you're there, she is one of the very inspiring women at in LinkedIn. So her posts are amazing. The way she is actually creating awareness about women right and about people, telling them that, especially about the LinkedIn, so this is amazing. So if you are there, and maybe you can turn on the camera and share your thoughts and views and about yourself, about LinkedIn. Yeah. Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
everybody. It's a little bit challenging because my daughter is very fussy today. She's been crying. But
Okay.
but definitely, I'm very pleased that you invited me. So thank you so much. I'm honored to be here. And you're one of the most authentic people I've met on LinkedIn. And I think that's yeah, go say hi, go say hi. And I think that's super important for me because there's so many, it's hard on social media, because on one hand, social media is exactly the type of place where there's a lot of people pretending to be different than who they really are. So there's a disconnect between who you meet and who they really are,
Yeah. True.
And so I'm very happy to say that you're the same person, right?
Yeah.
And so I seek out those people, and I do think that you attract the right people into your life if you're looking for them. I like to tell this about my clients as well. I think that you always will be around the people who you're supposed to be around. And even the people who are challenging you, you have to ask yourself, why are they in my life right now? What lesson am I supposed to learn, from them? So I wanted to say huge thank you for inviting me, and huge congratulations. I haven't been able to read your book yet because I actually run a book club and I'm reading 4 books every month.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
and I also, in addition to my book club, I have a podcast, and every single person I interview is an author. So I basically end up reading like 6 books a month just for business, plus
wow.
books that I like to read for myself.
That's
So
great, actually.
just being really honest with you, but I started reading the first chapter, and I'm a very fast reader. So what I loved about your book so far is the storytelling. So I had to put it aside, but I love it flows very, very well. And, kudos to you or to your editor, because it's just, it's very easy to digest, and right away you get pulled into the story. So I don't think that a lot of people master storytelling very well, especially I read a lot of books, and the ones that have the storytelling, it's no wonder that you would hit the top bestseller, because that's what people need to really be pulled into a story right away. We call it the hook. And so kudos to you, because I definitely know I'm going to have a very good time reading your book. And I imagine this is the beginning of much, much more in your future,
Thank you. Thank you so much. And do let me know about the book club. I am already one. I am on the book club, and I do at least, but that's like 1 book a month. So, but I would love to get into the club, and because I love to read books.
Well, there you go. We need to bring back reading. That's why I started the book club, because I'm constantly telling my students to read more. So every single coaching client I have, every single course I put out, I always include a book list. And every single time I hear the same problem, oh, I don't have time to read.
Yes.
And so what I realized is it's a question of accountability. If there's a reason that you should read this book, then you will. And number two, people have forgotten how to read, Ambreen. So even a simple document, they don't know how to read it. So, you know, one of the main things I do with my book club is just getting people back into a daily reading habit or a weekly reading habit to relearn how they should read, you know?
Yeah, I make sure that I'm at least one book a month, and at least I spend 10 minutes reading every night. So, you know, at least I do my quota. So anyways, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for, it's really an honor to know you, to have you in my network, because that is the reason why I did not invite a lot of people, but I did invite those people who I value the most. So thank you for joining, and it's an honor to have you.
Ivy, say congratulations.
Hi, thank you. So,
all right. Thank you
right.
so much. I'll see you very soon. I'll stay around.
Okay,
I listen.
Sure.
Okay.
So I think let's if Roger, if you can share, then oh yeah, here we are. I think your connection is better now.
Yes, I hope you could hear now, and I apologize.
Yes, I can hear. No problem. It's okay. Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah.
Well, look, this is a special day for you. I've had the honor and the privilege of working with you directly from the first page, right before you even wrote a word. And I think what everyone has already expressed that I've heard is so true, that you know, you've really found your voice in this book, and it comes across very clear. And you know, I guess I'm just very proud to be a small part of helping you to get your book out to the world. And you know, as others mentioned, Ambreen, I think this is just the beginning for you. And you know, it's just again, it's just an honor to be part of this as your publisher, as your writing coach, and as your friend.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's I know that from the very beginning, like you were the one. It's been like more than a year. I think it's been 2 years that we've been working on this special project. I know it's the best thing I like working with you is like you never push me to do anything. You just give me some time to think over it. Maybe like we did like a lot of time. We do sometimes I know that on one chapter we spend quite much time, but I think that is why it came out as a wonderful book, because we spend a lot of time. We discussed a lot about it. We did like, you know, like to and fro. There were like lots of discussion. And I think that is what helped me to write it in a way that can actually resonate with my reader. So thank you so very much for helping me to do this, because this was the thing, this was the dream that I had for 20 years, but making it or accomplishing that goal, it was only possible with your help. So thank you so very much. I'm really grateful.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'll just leave you with this, that you know, it's not easy.
Yeah, I think we lost him again. So I think, yeah, it's they two people. I don't know much, but we have the interaction, like this poet Israel. I don't know if I'm taking your name correctly. He joined, we recently connected, but I really like his engagement and everything. Maybe you can introduce yourself and then you can share your thoughts.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. We cannot hear you.
All right. Thank you very much for having me. Poet Okunda Israel is my name. I'm a Nigerian. and I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Why? When I heard about the launching of your book, I was quite excited. I was like, wow, this is coming very neat and good time.
Yeah.
The title of the book is another big deal for me, and I love it, of Life. It's catchy and it has a way of dragging in reading audience and getting attention. It's a great book, and no doubt that candles were born and a lot of energy was put into the bets of that book. It's just there, just in the air, and everybody know that you're a great author and you're going places with it. And another beautiful thing again is on LinkedIn, when the announcement came that people are rushing to get the book and your book is being placed at the first on the list, it got the attention of everybody. So kudos to you, and we envy you, we love you, we celebrate you. We say keep the life, keep it up, and continue to amaze everyone with great effort and a good book. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, okay, I think I think it's your name is not coming, Zamakchari, right? You're the one, if you're listening. Yeah, we have been connected also for so long, and thank you for joining. Thank you for joining.
Yes, Ambrin, thank you. Thank everybody.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
It's
Maybe
an honor and a great pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
So I wish you all the best. I am pretty sure that your book will be a great success.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Elijah, finally you
So
joined, Elijah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you go ahead.
So I would like to say, life is just a journey. Okay. So if you have a dream, you have to believe in yourself. You have to fight for it. And what remain when we do the last travel is things that we judge, necessary to leave it behind us. And book, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when we leave this world, what will remain, either a book, our good deed will remain, and among these good deeds, books. Book itself represent the whole world.
True.
Because through book you can change people's mind. We can direct people from bad to evil. So to keep things, short, is an outstanding job that you do. So keep shining, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind word. Yeah, Elijah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So finally, Elijah, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for helping me, like managing, especially like the website work. I know this is, Preston also knows that how much I've gone through with this because of the website. So finally, he's the one who actually now helping me on this. And thank you for all your help and putting things together. So
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you can share.
Okay.
I know we connected like 2-3 months. Actually, we have been part of this global summit for so long, but I got to actually work with you only last couple of months. So yeah, thank you so much for.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you can share
All right.
your views about the book, about working with me, or. Yeah.
All right. So okay, firstly, I must say good evening, everyone. It's great actually being here. My name is Moses Elijah, and I'm from Nigeria. All right. Good evening, Miss Andrea. I think I can see her somewhere. All right. So
yeah.
Well, basically, I must say that the book actually is a mastermind, and I had to go through the book, the concept, the tangibility of the book and its application in real time is one key thing that makes it stand out. All right, not just only when you read it, not just only do you see how it relates to you. All right, when you read it, you see how it relates to the word. All right, so in a way, I got a better sharpening of perspective towards the word, towards life, towards my interaction with people, and a whole lot of other things. It's more like in reading the book, I got clarity on how to see things better, and my perspective towards life was broadened beyond what I've come to know. And one of that key things also that's very striking. Uh, I actually have in a way okay, I love psychologies and the works of the greats, and one key person I take a particular interest in is Carl Jung, and I have read quite a number of his book and his theories and concepts about life, but in the long run, in reading the book also, I could see the connections, with respect to Carl Jung's perspective. Not just only that, in a way, the book broadens perspective. The book broadens perspective. All right, the psychology, the algorithm of life. I mean, literally, I would say this to my end. All right, this is what I would say. Anybody who is lost and you want to find a way out, read the book.
Yeah.
Anybody who has found a way out but wants to leave an imprint in life, read the book. Anyone who has left an imprint in life but you want to pass on who you are, pass on your legacy beyond this generation, read the book. Anyone who is unborn, who most definitely will be born, all right, and now you want to see better, you want to see beyond just the illusions of the word, you want to apprehend the reality therein for what it is, read the book. And lastly, anyone who wants to, take that bold step from being, from accepting the social norms and redefining reality for what it is, read the book. The book is going to give you everything in store. I have, and I'm just so excited. I believe much more, much more. It's a precious germ that has come for such a time as this. And I must say, thank you so much, Miss Ambrin, for packing 20 years worth of experience. It's rare, it's 20, like 2 decades, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 solid decades, merged up together. The wisdom from 2 solid decades cannot just be consumed in one day. And I'm grateful, Ma. Thank you for also the opportunity to work with you. I've learned how to stick with street deadlines, and also I've learned one thing also working with Miss Ambrin, her ability to navigate through pressure. It's unimaginable, and it's something. Thank you so much, Ma. I'm grateful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. And
You're welcome, Ma.
Robert, finally you joined. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you actually joining. And with you is Sri or
Yeah. Sri. She couldn't tell.
see, that's why I was just thinking. Thank you. Actually, you said that you're traveling and you wouldn't be joining, but see, you both are joining together in one screen. I'm so grateful to you both. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining. So
We're both traveling. Yeah.
yeah, you can share that, I know that I always find your content very, very different, especially Robert's yours is it's auditing and finance in a very fun way. This is very few people can do that. So that's why even I actually invited you on the podcast as well. So because people from finance are, and you are very different from the people from finance. So that's why I actually, I can see that it's your content and whatever you're doing is very different from the rest. And Shri, of course, Shri is amazing. I know that the way that her postcard, her content, and I recently invited her also to my podcast. So thank you so much. You guys can share your views about the book, about the interaction with me, and because it's an honor to have you. It's like we're just having a casual conversation. So go ahead.
I'll go first because my daughter is waiting for me, so we could leave shopping. But I just want to say thank you for the kind words. And I was reading the book, and just learning about you was really interesting. And just looking at it, the moment you started talking about some things in the book, I started looking deeper in it because I'm very interested in them. So I started, it was like the palm reading. I've always been interested in that.
Oh yeah, we couldn't have another session on that. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have another section on that. And then I just liked your viewpoint on how you view life and how you view problems. So I definitely will recommend the book to others. And you know, it's real funny. I am a finance analyst, and I do a bunch of videos and help others to get on video. But one of our things is that we have a story and being able to share it. And so seeing you having your book come out and then seeing you on video is just that. For me, I'm like, don't just write the story, also share it in a video, because you never know who can learn from it. So thank you so much, Ambreen, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much for your kind words. So yeah, okay.
So yeah, I told her to get the book after I read the first chapter. I was like, hey, just go download it and read it. So, but you know that I love psychology because I've combined psychology with accounting and finance because I was trying to figure out why people acted crazy in the workplace. So, so it took me to understand other people's behaviors when they didn't behave the way that I expected them to. So I like your videos. You got to do more videos because they're short and informative.
Yeah.
And I forward them to other people, especially the people that I know that are acting just like how you're describing. They don't know that don't know that I'm talking about them, but I'll be like, you should look at this video. This is really good. Because I think you have a way of taking psychological concepts and principles and whittling them down into 60-second micro lessons. So for me, it's just great.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Actually, for that, I have some other vision. And basically, when I actually started this, I basically want my program, this psychology talks, to take it to the other level. And my vision is to actually make this platform as a like TED Talk something, you know. So it needs to evolve, and that was what I was discussing with Novnish also, and with Preston also. I was discussing that, and I want to now involve other people also that who can actually contribute to the videos in 1 minute. And I will be discussing. In fact, I was waiting for the book launch so I can work later on this part to make it to the other level, and then I can invite people to, you know, give their advice in 1 minute and regarding any psychology, like, you know, my vision is with my podcast. It's like I want people to understand that psychology is applicable, and it is crucial to apply the knowledge of psychology in every aspect of field and life. And that's why I invite people from the different fields and then link it with psychology. And that's what I actually want to take it to the next level. And then maybe like I'll discuss, and I'll contact you for the next level thing. And I'll be like having like a group of experts for psychology talks to have these 1 minute videos to actually take it to the next level. So yeah, thank you for actually getting my point, what I want to the next level. So yeah.
Oh, it makes sense. I didn't start to really excel in my career until I started thinking about the psyche of the people that I was dealing with. And it just became easier. Once you understood how people were motivated or demotivated, then it just makes it easier for you to deal with them.
Yeah. So, okay. Thank you so very much for joining today. It's really an honor for me to have you. So thank you. So I think we're done. I think there's one lady, Clara, I actually don't know. So maybe you can introduce yourself and share whatever you want to discuss, like, because we are currently discussing the book and my journey over LinkedIn and something. So if you are here. Maybe you can just introduce yourself. We can't hear you. Hello.
Yeah, there is some problem with the microphone. I think it's not coming through the voice. So I see her unmuted, but the voice is not coming through.
Okay. So anyways, I think it's just the end today, and it's good to have to celebrate people you actually admire the most. And we can, I mean, I know that like all these people are just my friends, and we connect with each other on LinkedIn every day, like commenting on the post. So somehow we know each other, and it's good to have such kind of event with them, to share the success with them, those who are happy with for your success. So thank you all for joining. And lastly, I would also ask Andrea to actually share about the Global Summit. So if anybody wants to join more, because this is the third time she will be she's conducting the Global Empowering Summit. It is one of the biggest events of like, you know, on the virtual world. And the more than 300 participants in the summit participate and share their knowledge, expertise from across the world. And all of, I think, if anybody is interested, they can contact Andrea. Andrea, maybe you can share a little more on that.
I'm just happy for your success, Ambreen, and don't want to, you know, ruin it. But if anyone is like, would like to speak in front of an audience, which is last 2 years, we're around 60 countries, and you have this thing and it's inkling with empowerment, without labels, and just leaving every label behind, and just give the help for whoever is needing it, and then please contact me, and I'm happy to feature you as a speaker. It's a 5 weeks event. It's all about digital transformation in life and how we are actually can switch without leaving anyone out of this volatile change that is happening in the world. And I want to, you know, step in front with Ambreen, and Elijah will be there also to help the people, to those who cannot catch up, to just a little bit like Ambreen does it with psychology. We do it around the wheel of life, and we try to give a little bit of more knowledge for the people out there. So let me know if you want to jump in, but today is more about Ambreen, and I'm really, really happy to have her here. Her energy is amazing, and she's just so kind. What I see as a dancer, we always connect with people through feelings. It's just a positive, lovely, happy, big heart that she has. No matter what she's speaking about, it's like you feel like, oh, she loves me. That's what I feel when I see her.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
So,
you.
thank you, and I'm really just congratulating you for the book, and it was great to have you guys. And don't forget, guys, whoever showed up here, that you empowered and bring today. And that's one of the best things to give to another human being. So keep on doing it.
Thank you so much for joining today and making my day very special and making me happy. Thank you so much.